Should be getting the indication here for IG. But we're not. Huh. Something's wrong with the Instagram. It says we're live too. Okay, we might have a problem with IG. I really shouldn't give two F's about IG, but hey, Orca, where you been, buddy? Haven't seen you in forever. Instagram live on Instagram. Nay's Garden Show is what it says. Username. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, it's all wrong. This is all wrong. Okay, I see what's going on. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. We've got all kinds of issues now. Let's turn on with IG, but I can fix it, I think. Let me see what's going on here. Username. It says now it says back to username. Stream key. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, Bitter. Good morning. There it goes. Wow, okay. I had to connect it twice, but the second time was a charm, I guess. So now we're live on IG. And then all my screens just went black for a second. But I'm back. Colorado or Arizona wants to... Republicans in Arizona House of Representatives introduced a resolution on Wednesday aimed at altering the process of the presidential election. It's because they really, 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 really want Trump to be president. So they figure if they change the rules, they can get him on in there, you know? They could shoehorn Trump right back into the presidency. Wow, so they want to change the laws because the laws say that if you're a criminal, you can't run for president. Isn't that hilarious? Oh, I'm not even going to read that article. Fucking Fox News. Fox. St. Patrick's Cathedral had no idea about atheist trans activists' funeral. It was a sacrilege. Really? Did they have a funeral in your sacred church and you didn't know the guy was an atheist and trans? And so it was a sacrilege because the funeral happened in the church? I don't even know the story and I don't fucking care. Ha ha ha. I hope you're all butthurt over it. I don't even fucking care about the story. Fuck you. Next. Israeli, I can't even make this shit up. Israeli hostage families file war crimes charges against Hamas. Oh, okay, okay. That's so sweet. Remember, that works both ways, Israel. That works both ways. Democrats passed bill to provide health insurance to illegal immigrants. Huh. Hope they do it too. Good for them. All life is precious. And if it bothers you, well then maybe you shouldn't be included in that. Oh my god, dude. I can't even. There's nothing even worth reading to you guys. It's just funny. Russia's threatening nuclear weapons against the rest of the world. Great. Right-wing organization blasts Oreo cookies for indoctrinating kids by partnering with militant LGBTQ plus group. Militant LGBTQ plus group. God, those, you better watch out for those militant LGBTQs, guys. They're going to get you. I'm just going to read the headlines because these stories are bunk. Yeah, nothing there to read. Manage the thirsty glue. That will be underwater first. Okay, yeah. That's coming, I guess. Charlie Kirk doesn't really seem to mind white nationalism. No. For health insurance now. Immigrants are eligible for health insurance now. Well, I don't know. It said illegal immigrants in that story. And, hey, we got enough money to kill people on the other side of the planet. We got enough money for health care for people that come into the country illegally. And you know what? Fuck you. You know, fuck everybody is what I mean. Right? It's like, nobody's complaining that we got all this money going to Israel and Ukraine to go kill people. But, you want to spend our precious dollars on the poor immigrants that are coming across, after they traveled for 5,000 miles to get into our country and maybe give them some health care. No, that's horrible. Oh, God, the world's coming to an end. Undocumented immigrants get health insurance now. Oh, really? I don't know what this bill is about then. You just wanted to say you really appreciate this show? All right, right on, Karen. Thank you. Steve Running, hello. Megsy, hello. I don't think I've missed anybody. Let me check the IG. Charles C. Lynch and Skippy Peanut Butter and Fluff, and they both left. They came in and they both scrolled right on by. Okay, your loss. Harmony hit 19. It's at 1907 right now. Bitcoin price. $19.07 right now. And Bitcoin is at 52,129. I'm here. Bidda, what's up, Bidda? I see it every day. Yeah, not sure what the bill is for. Democrats passed bill. Let me see. Virginia Democrats have advanced a bill called the Cover All Kids Act that aims to provide taxpayer-funded comprehensive health care coverage to uninsured illegal immigrants under 19 years old. Party line vote and has faced criticism of Republicans who argue it incentivizes illegal immigration and diverts resources from legal residents. Oh, is it taking money away from your precious war? Aw. Oh, you can't bomb all those innocent children in Gaza now? Aw. What if we took all the money we spent on war and we spent it on our own health care? How nice would the world be? Think how many more people would still be alive today if we were doing that? You have a cat named Rascal. That all other cats and has an attitude so he can't be. You have a cat named Rascal that hates all the other cats. That's interesting. Don't worry, I have my balls on today, Bidda. Trendy Orca, I've been thinking of getting another cat. I don't know what that means. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Shall we smoke some? Hey, man, my bubbler and all my stuff's in the bedroom. Ooh, looks like the fiance and I were partying it up last night. Give me a second, guys. You may have noticed we didn't go live last night. If you guys want more night shows, you'll come on my Twitter and you'll retweet me. That'll definitely encourage me to go live more often. And I know some of you are doing it, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate the handful of people who do go to my Twitter. Understand, at night, when I'm ready to go live, and I check my Twitter feed, and nobody's on Twitter doing anything for me at that moment, I don't even want to go live. So I will, and I always do. I check that Twitter feed constantly, guys. And if you don't want to support Nay's Garden on Twitter, fine. You're going to have less shows. I promise you that. I promise you, keep ignoring me on Twitter, and I promise you're going to see much less of me. I promise you. You want to see more of me? Very simple. Download Twitter. Start using the app. Find @Nay's Garden. Retweet me. Interact with my tweets. Leave likes on all of them. Retweet all of them. Find my tweets and replies. Get involved in the conversations. And you'll get more shows. I promise you. But I've told you guys this enough. You all know the deal. And you choose to ignore it for whatever your reason is. And I don't care what your fucking reason is. When you're sitting home at night and you're like, God, I wish Nay was live and I'm not. You better remember my fucking Twitter feed. Be like, oh, that's right. He said I should go to his Twitter feed and fucking go over there. Maybe if I go over there and start retweeting him, he'll go live. Yeah, maybe I will. You was calling me a pussy because I was sensitive? Bitter? Oh, were you being sensitive about something? Yeah, we all have our soft moments. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys are funny. I was on there this morning. Well, thank you, Steve Running. Way to go. That encourages me to go live when you do that. You guys know my show times. You know when I like to go live, morning, noon, and night. And if, sometime around mid-noon or sometime around that early evening, you're sitting there and you wish I was live, head on over to Twitter and start retweeting me. Start liking my tweets. You guys should actually do that all day. My tweets are awesome. Everything that I put out there is informative and helpful or funny. And in that way, it's helpful. If it makes you laugh, then it helped you, right? All my tweets are helpful. You should look into them more and maybe consider, doing something to help yourselves. You like the show. You want to see more of the show. Retweet me. Show me that you're supportive like that. You'll get more shows. But it's very easy for me to just not do the shows now, man. It's very easy. So you guys better work. You want this. You want the show. You want everything the show has to offer. You guys need to work for it. I'm not asking for any money from any of you. Thank you, Orc. I appreciate that. Who could tell me about that funny tweet I put up this morning? Who could tell me what it was about or what it was? Anybody? My morning tweet. Anyone? Let me know in the chat and tell me what the last tweet was that I put up on Twitter. @Nay's Garden. No one on the IG. I'm sure you're all just running over to Twitter right now to see what I tweeted. $17.20. We will do $17.20. Silence from the audience. Silence. My fiance made me an extra special nice splash of coffee. No, that was not today. Yeah, Steve Running got it. He said umbrella. Way to go, Steve Running. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you did read my tweets, and I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you. There you go. He said umbrella. He got it right. Nobody else knows anything that's going on that Steve Running said. No one understands why umbrella. None of you. So go to Twitter and go read the tweet. I'm not pulling it up on the show. It was a good tweet, wasn't it, Steve? Did it make you laugh? Steve, when you read that tweet, did you laugh? Did you realize what that line was from? Where are we at? 17:20. You do? Thank you, Bitter. Looks like I need to be more diligent about tweets. Yes, you do. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers. Especially if you stop showing up to the show frequently like you've done. Yeah, you should definitely be on my Twitter. Making up for it. Zippity Doodah's here. Yo, Zippity Doodah. What's up on the IG? We see ya. Zippity Doodah left. What is wrong with these people? I humbly apologize. No excuses, says Orca. CNN has been crap for a long time. Yes, beta, CNN is crap. It's true. There's two beautiful bucks and a hawk together in my backyard. The hawk is eating a mole. You guys see the deer back here? What is going on? We got wildlife on the show. There goes the hawk. Dude, it's all going on. We got hawk. We got deer. 2 bucks with big old racks. What do you guys think? What other podcast shows you this? Live wildlife activity. Where are you going to see this anywhere else on the internet? Oh, that's right. Nowhere. No one does this. I'm the only podcaster that cares enough about my audience and nature to share it with you. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest podcaster of our time. Oh, Nay-ture. That's right. N-A-Y. That's right. Nay-ture. Never sent my daughters their bud. Now I'm smoking it. Haha. Circle of life played out in Nay's garden. Cheers. Love the wildlife. Nay is the goat. Nay is the goat. I like that. Thank you. Dude, look at this buck walking across. Oh my God, there's 4 of them, guys. There's 4 big bucks now. Holy shit. Oh, it's a boys club, man. Ma, tell me when the boys get here. 7 o'clock and I want to rock. I want to get a video full of deer. Oh, dude, what? Greatest podcast ever. I want to get a podcast full of deer. You know that was great. Dude, look at the racks on these gorgeous, magnificent beasts. Dude, look at this. Look at that one, guys. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at these two. They're side by side. They're like twins. Look at them, dude. There's all four of them, guys. Look at this. All four deer at the same time. You richly deserve all the accolades I get. I don't get a lot of accolades, Orca. Nobody sees the show. You know, I wish I got fucking accolades, but I don't. I get no recognition at all whatsoever. I'm completely hidden and invisible, and you know, I'm used to it. But I want to sit here and get high, and I want to talk shit. And if people want to listen in, are they gonna go at it? Oh shit, dude, imagine if they started fucking going at it right there, just bucking each other. That is an 8-point. Oh yeah, that's an 8-point. It's two 8-point bucks right there, side by side. Two fucking 8-point bucks right there. Holy shit, dude. Fuck. Dude, why does this happen to me? I hate configure video, and I don't know where the configure video button is. Look at him, dude. God damn. You guys, I'm just like, I'm so blown away that we're getting this on the show right now. Where's Deer Hunter at? Or Deer... whatever his name is. Where the fuck are you, bro? Hey, gorgeous. You guys are fucking gorgeous. Oh my god. Look at all the scars. Dude, they're so scarred up. Holy shit. They're so scarred, man. It's crazy. Twin 8-point bucks. That's 16 points when you add them together. Hey, Deer Slayer, there you are. I was wondering where the fuck you were. I was like, where's Deer Killer at? I forgot your name. It's been so long since I've seen you. I forgot your fucking name. Don't do that to me, bro. You better show up more often now. I got this for you to watch. Who else is giving you this live? Who gives you this live, Deer Slayer? This is for you. This is like your show, bro. It's like you could look at the one through the trees, or you could look at the other one, which is basically his twin, which is unobscured. Is there more coming? We got so lucky today. Look at that scar on his shoulder. Oh my God, dude. He got gored in the side. Probably from his buddy right there, you know, when they're just fighting around and shit. He got stabbed in his shoulder. And that shit healed up. He got fucking stabbed. Oh, look at them. Look at you. They're eating the tree. They're eating the magnolia tree leaves. Holy shit, dude. I don't know if you could see them. Oh yeah, there they are. Nay's Botanical Garden. Is that? I think that's all of them, man. I think they all walked across the creek. That was exciting. Fuck you, Bambi. Hated that fucking movie. Still do, says Trendy Orca. Just do that. Should be fine. You saw two yesterday run through. Oh, they're right here. Holy shit, they're walking right by the house, dude. What's up, dude? Are you all four of you gonna walk right by the house? Dude, I gotta get this on video. Hold on. was 4 minutes and 19 seconds of video perfection, man. I just recorded the fucking baddest ass video of those deer, all of them. Man, dude, from start to finish, this video rocks. Except it got recorded sideways. Why? It's in widescreen though. So got it. Saving video. It's going to take a while because it's a 4-minute video of HD, so the whole thing was recorded sideways. So I have to flip it, which is weird. I don't know why it did that. I'm usually pretty good at that, getting the phone in the right position before I hit record. But I'll explain to you the video I just got. When I walked up, the one with the small little rack was up on my driveway. So I immediately zoomed in on that. I didn't realize the other ones were down the creek already, the ones with the full eight pointers. So as the little one walked or whatever, I kind of moved and shifted. And when I shifted, I got all three of those, the big racks, all eating together, all in the frame, going up and down inside the creek and just moving around, and really good shots. I'm really super excited about it. '82 Jaycox swiped. He's a dirty little swiper. You dirty little swiper. You swiper, you. Well, at least it says there's 0 people watching on IG. There's Billy. So, what's going on over there on the YouTubes and stuff? It says 6 people. Okay. 6 plus 18, man. Plus 0 on IG. Okay, so I'm waiting for this video to save. It's 42% saved right now. I used my trailer this morning, hooked it up, connected everything, tightened everything up, tested it out. Everything's running so good on it. Took it up to like 80 miles an hour just to see if the mud flap or whatever the hell that thing is called, the fender thing I put over on the backside was on there good. 80 miles an hour, that thing is solid, dude. I shouldn't be going to 80, but I just wanted to see. So it seems like I did a good installation on that fender. It's not a fender, it's a wheel well. It's a wheel well. It's just a strip of metal that connects to the side of the trailer and covers the tire. It just stops rain from splashing up on shit. But it's nice. It's nice looking. It's all squared off, and it's a diamond plate. Ship on me chest, the Titanic, Big Hunt, or just the wife. We need to name Billy's boat. Let's have a name Billy's boat contest. You come up with the best name for Billy's boat. Michael Wild Jr. is here, everybody. Michael Wild Jr. on the IG. You win, Michael Wild Jr. You win. Winning. Michael Wild Jr. is winning, guys. He is the only person to be watching from Instagram. Everyone else is watching on Rumble or across YouTube in widescreen, getting the full picture. We just had $4 cross the screen. You wouldn't have seen that on IG. But we were able to enjoy the widescreen. We're 88% saved on this video. You're very cautious. Yes, you're very cautious. Hey, what's up? Hey, buddy. $100% saved, baby. Baby. 100% saved, baby. But it still says saving video. So I'm waiting. Up there it goes. Okay. There it is. Wow, that's beautiful. What a crazy looking video. Look at this video, everybody. This is a video I just took. Right? And this video just gets better and better and better as it goes. Oh, yeah. Better and better and better. Hashtag wildlife. Goddamn right. Photography. Hashtag wildlife photography. Hashtag wildlife is better, though. Publish. Uploading. It says this 4-minute video is going to take 3 minutes to upload. Do you guys believe that? 3 minutes. It's HD too, widescreen. It's going to be nice, big, beautiful freaking video. It's probably going to take 10 minutes to process, though. All right? So it does the upload, then it's got to go through the process. If you name it wife, it'll never go down. You're funny. You're funny. Dutch 203. Dutch 203. Dutch 203. Michael Wild Jr. and Dutch 203 on the Instagram. Should we glance and check the harmony? It's under 19. I'm sad. I'm sad. Dude, that 2 cents. Oh, what did it hit? It got to 195. That's the high of harmony so far. It got to 195. Now we were higher before, if I remember correctly. If we go to the year, yeah, bro, we were at 2.5 cents. We hit 2.7 in February. So these levels on Harmony are completely obtainable. They've already been reached before, recently, and before during that last giant all-time high of Bitcoin. Hey, Kepper, you cannot deny what's about to happen with Harmony. It's literally set up already. It's like the story's already been written. It's like a remora. You know, Harmony's like a remora. Except, check this out. Does anybody know what a remora is? Let me know out there in the audience. Anybody knows what a remora is? And I'll tell you why Harmony's a remora. Hey, hippie chick. Without having to look it up, does anybody know what a remora is? Capper, what's up? Okay, look. A remora, okay, picture Bitcoin as a great white shark, the killer of all, right? The fucking the alpha prime predator, okay? Of all fish. Of course, not the orca. The orca, of course, is a mammal. But of fish, yeah, it's a fish, Billy, exactly. A remora are those sucker fishes that you see stuck to great white sharks. So when that great white shark is killing something and eating it and profiting, the remora detaches and gets all the scraps that are floating around. Except in the case of Bitcoin, what might happen is those chunks that the remora goes and eats might be a lot more than what the great white shark itself is consuming. And Harmony could very well end up doing way better than what... And you guys, it's not too late to get into Harmony. If it's going to 30 cents, and if you buy it under 5 cents, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, that's 6 times in your money if it does that again. So it's not too late. You got plenty of time to figure this all out. It's very simple, very easy. All of you can do it. You all have access to it. Get a little bit of Harmony. A little bit of Harmony might go a long way. Harmony is the suckerfish that's stuck on the side of the great white shark Bitcoin. And as long as that great white shark is doing great, the remora is going right up with it. As long as that remora stays with Bitcoin, Harmony and Bitcoin, they're just together, man. They're just doing whatever. And they're staying together. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at Harmony. And I look at Harmony as that thing that's going to do even better than Bitcoin. It's going to surpass it. And I don't feel the need to have more actual cash invested in Harmony than Bitcoin, because I feel like Harmony makes up for that in whenever it starts surpassing it by, exponential numbers. So Harmony had a really good day yesterday, guys. I saw it at one point. I think it was at 14% over its 24-hour. Let's see where it is right now. It's at 5.3% on its 24-hour up. 5.3% Harmony. 5.27. Just went down. 5.33. It's going back and forth. Oh, you can see it right there on screen. There it is. God, anybody who got into Harmony, love to hear from y'all. Anybody who bought some that's watching it go up now. An account to get Harmony is really simple. You can make money off it. You won't be able to keep the Harmony, but you can make a lot of money off it. And then you just cash it in. You just can't take the Harmony off that exchange. But that's a really easy one to get into. All of you could do it. So I have 1,000,000 Harmony coins, guys, on an exchange that I cannot get off the exchange. That's going to turn into a lot of money. The only thing I can ever do with that as of right now, unless it changes, and you know what? That might change in the future. I might be able to just keep it there as Harmony and cash it out as Harmony. But I could swap it with any other crypto and take that out as a crypto. In other words, I could take that 1,000,000 Harmony and purchase Bitcoin with it and take the Bitcoin off. Then I could take that Bitcoin and I could repurchase Harmony with it and put it on an offline wallet. It's a little counterproductive, and I'm not going to do that, and I don't have a need to do that. You know, if I was desperate for money, that's something I would be able to do. But I'm not, and that's just going to sit there as an investment, you know? And I might buy some, you know, I might swap out some for Sol, because Solana I can very cheaply get off that exchange, because Solana is cheap to move. Or Matic, or Cardano, or, you know, Bitcoin. Right? Biden blasts Republicans for big mistake with Russia. Okay. Way to go, Biden. I learned more about Bitcoin from this show than anyone else. Kepper, thank you. A lot of people have learned more about Bitcoin and crypto from watching this show than anybody else. I wish right now they would all come back and hang out. And we could talk crypto, you know. I don't see too many of them. %55 processed. 5 minutes left. And then we can see that deer video, which is going to be awesome, because you're going to get to see it in full screen. Totally clear. I was completely silent while making it too. I mean, I'm shaking a little bit. You know, my arms were a little sore this morning because I was doing some stuff. So my arms are a little achy, just a little, and so it was a little harder to hold the camera for 4 minutes, you know, and I was having to kind of readjust and try to keep the deer in focus, and there's a little bit of that going on, but otherwise I think you're going to like this video. You're going to really get to see those deer up close, which is cool. You know, we've got how much time? 4 minutes. We got plenty of time to do a dab. Doing a dab, doing a dab. We're gonna do a dab. We're doing a dab. Let's go like this. Because, you know, if a bear walks by. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto mundo. 70% processed, and we're off. That's what I said. It's what I said. That's the key of my lid. That's the key of my lid. That's the key of my lid. Drive too fast. bum, 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 bum. The low rider is a little bum, 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 bum. The low rider is a little bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey! Bum, 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 bum. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip to see. Bum, 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 I still see an orange glow, man. Let's do 5610. Take a little trip. 1889. Come on, Harm, what's up with you? We're coming down. We were doing so good and we were so great. And then you did this giant head and shoulders pattern. I don't know what that means on Harmony. Let's look at Bitcoin. I can read the Bitcoin. Is that correct? 47. Oh, yeah, 58. Okay. 52, 58. Hey, I see you. I see you. 99% process. 5610, I said. Hey, that's right now. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers to everyone in the chats that's watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are having fun. All right, cheers. 28 people? Wow. Hell yeah. Okay, the video is ready to be viewed, guys. Here we go. Joe Scott, he's wearing a virtual headset. He says, I feel so connected sitting in a coffee shop wearing a fucking VR set. That's hilarious. He's so fucking funny. I feel so connected. Splitting and transplanting a mangrove orchid in 10 minutes. 5 likes. Hawk spots a mole. 624 likes. Amazing deer footage. 3 8-pointers eating together. This video is still processing. They're letting me go 1080p, which is fine. That doesn't even make sense. are you doing that to me? I don't understand why you do this to me. It doesn't make sense. No. Oh, look at that. What? Oh, there we go. That's got it. That's got it. That's got it. So weird. Dude, why is this so hard to adjust? God damn, dude. I swear it's so hard to adjust. Reset transform. There. God. Why does it gotta be like that, man? Come on now. See, look at the scars on this one. 6-pointer. Get some seeds in the ground, springs from Bida. Hell yeah, hippie chick. I think it's so cool that you have such a connection to plants. They grow so well. Always a pleasure to watch them grow. Thanks for sharing, hippie chick. Absolutely. Way beautiful, dear. Yes. Wow. Yes. I agree. Dutch, we lost Jeremiah Bennett Rocks, also a swiper, dirty little swiper on Instagram. I hate football, but I think I found the funniest man alive within the NFL. Christian Wilkins, Miami defensive tackle, doesn't take the game seriously at all. I love it. Is he? And I guess he's a first string player. That's always up playing. Is he really good? So they come really easy to him. The poem that Willy Wonka says on the boat, I want to do a spin on that, but I want it to be about dabbing. Sora AI will change the global economy forever. Andre Geek. Sora AI. S-O-R-A. You guys, let's watch that. We all like.
So I used to think that artificial.
We all like Andre Geek, right? He's cool. He's a good magician. Ooh. That's the wrong page. I wonder if I could change that to that. Yes. Go like this. And then go like this. It's doing that thing again. Why is it doing that? Oh God, that is so dumb. Okay. That doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help anybody. Just put it on free transform. And why does it go off? I don't know. But anyway.
Artificial intelligence was just one of those words that people threw around to get investors excited about putting their money in the stock market. And I thought that it would...
Harmony's taking that shit seriously. I want you guys to know this. Look, you know how I feel about AI. So understand how heartbroken I am that the very company that I put a lot of my faith into, Harmony, for this crypto, they've dived head first, head in to AI. That's all AI, Harmony AI this, Harmony AI. We're doing this with AI. We're using AI. We're the front runner of AI. And that's where my fucking money is. It makes me feel like a horrible hypocrite. You know, I don't control what the guys at Harmony do, but they jumped on AI. They're scary into it, guys. They're already making way money, big time off of it. You can't even understand what they got going on with it. They're, as my friend would say, they're completely ate up with that shit.
Never happened in my lifetime, but I think I'm wrong. If you haven't heard about OpenAI's Sora, it's about to blow your mind and probably change the world forever in ways that I don't think people fully understand yet. You type in some text of what you want and it creates videos, and it does that at such a high level of realism that it shouldn't even be possible. Here are just some of the examples of what it can do right now. Here's a stylish woman that walks down a Tokyo street filled with...
God, dude, I have seen all of these videos repeatedly over and over and over again. It's like this is all you see on the news right now, too.
warm glowing neon and animated city
The mammoth, the woolly mammoths, and they show the fucking monkey with the goddamn, the two dogs with the podcast.
Created with just a couple words in that prompt. Now, I added the music and the sound effects because right now it can't do that and it can't sync with video, but I imagine it will soon. But it's doing that with such a level of realism that it shouldn't be possible without physically traveling to Tokyo and shooting on a low-light, full-frame sensor camera.
Well, it's almost like AI can make itself smarter, and it's almost like it's already sentient and it does shit on its own. It's like we've already lost control of it. We told you, we warned you, you ignored us, you ignored me. Whatever, I'm just a little fucking shitcaster getting nothing done over here.
Like the A7S III in 4K at 120 frames per second. And it's creating a shot that has never existed before in human history, and all it took was just a couple words on a keyboard. It gets crazier, though. Here's a movie trailer featuring the adventures of the 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet, blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style shot on 35mm film with vivid colors. That straight up looks like a scene from a J.J. Abrams movie, except with a lot less lens flares. Hold on. There, I fixed it. It gets even better because it can take a simple photo as an input and reimagine it into a video that looks like this. This is absolutely insane. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what it can do. Let me show you how this technology is about to change all our lives and the global economy forever. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andre Jick. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the magic because seeing is no longer believing. AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, is the single most important invention in all of human history, and it will also probably be our last. Because once you create the thing that can create anything, it's game over. And I used to think that that was science fiction, or at least it wouldn't happen for a long time and probably not in my lifetime. But it's kind of scary how fast it actually is happening, and it's accelerating. Now, my initial thoughts are that it will probably displace millions of jobs. And throughout this video, I'll probably be asking you more questions than I'll be answering because I don't know the answer. Like, what's going to happen to specialty companies that make cameras and drones? You used to need a company that did that, the thousands of dollars that you needed saved, and the drone license to operate them. But now you don't need any of that. All you have to do is type drone view of waves crashing against the rugged cliffs along Big Sur's Gray Point Beach.
He just laughs and says shit like I'm telling, or ignores the play and tries to tickle everyone.
This is crazy.
What?
I've been to Big Sur, and I actually flew a drone there, and it looked exactly like that. Except in this case, they recreated the shot perfectly, and they didn't have to go to California. Thank the Lord. Kidding. But also, what happens to all the videographers that are out there? Because in 2022, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that videographers earned roughly $62,000 a year, which is a very livable wage, and there's approximately 87,500 videographers in the US alone. And they range anywhere from wildlife all the way to oceanographers. And those very specific fields within videography can also now be replicated by Sora. Here's Borneo wildlife on the Kinabatangan River. Here's one of the most detailed shots of a Victoria-crowned pigeon. Here's some woolly mammoths for you, and here's an octopus doing its octopus thing. So now we're potentially talking about not needing videographers at all, or at least not as many as we have today, and we might not even need companies that make special glass like macro lenses because here's an extreme close-up of a 24-year-old woman's eye blinking standing in Marrakesh during magic hour. Come on, if someone didn't tell you that was AI, would you even think twice about it? Also, another question, what happens to the animators? The people that made things like Toy Story. In 2022, there were 2 million animators globally making $75,000 a year on average. But also, here's an animated scene featuring a close-up of a short fluffy monster kneeling beside a melting red candle. Does that mean we don't need an entire studio of 3D graphics animators? I don't know, but Sora also extends way beyond animation and movie making. It's also going to change the way that people make commercials, like car commercials, for example, which will never be made the same again. And here's a typical car shot. You might see a drone following a car in extreme detail. And here's another of a Porsche just driving in the mountains, and it looks insanely real. If you never told me,
I don't know, it was
would
kind of
never have
sliding
noticed that
on.
these
Did you
were
guys see that?
AI-generated videos. And
Who noticed that? The car's tires were sliding around the corner. Did anybody notice that? It's like it had no traction. It looked like it was riding on ice. Go back and watch that. I definitely saw a problem. I definitely had an issue with that.
car
Watch the
commercials, for
Porsche.
example, which will never be made the same again. And here's a typical car shot. You might see a drone following a car in extreme detail. And here's another of a Porsche just
Right here.
driving in
Look
the
at
mountains, and it looks insane.
Did you see that? Did
If
you see
never
that?
told me, I would never have noticed that these were AI-generated videos. And this is coming again. And here's a typical car shot. You might see a drone following a car in extreme detail. And here's another of a Porsche just
Right
driving
there.
in the mountains, and it
Yeah.
looks insanely real.
You think
If
that
never
car
told
is just
me,
gonna
I would
totally
never
lose
have noticed that these were
control.
AI-generated videos. And this is coming from a guy who did video production professionally for 20 years. No one is safe.
I wouldn't say you did it professionally
Not
then,
even
bro.
time travelers. They're about to go out of business too. Here's a really detailed shot of California during the gold rush. It's even able to visualize not only what the past might have looked like, but also the future. Here's a shot of Lagos, Nigeria in the year 2056, shot with a mobile phone camera. When I first found out about this, my first thought was, this is an April Fool's joke, right? There's no way these videos were AI generated. How did we go from making videos that look like this less than a year ago, makes no sense at all, to videos that look like this, which look like they're shot on beautiful 4K cameras in slow motion. So I guess we can also say goodbye to stock footage companies. And OpenAI tells us that these were all created by Sora without any modification. So this is not a joke. This technology is here to stay. My question is, what's going to happen next? Now, I watched one of the first videos that came out about this by MKBHD, and he had a really interesting observation about that drone shot that I showed you earlier.
And that has all sorts of implications for the drone pilot that no longer needs to be hired, for all the photographers and videographers whose footage no longer needs to be licensed to show up in that ad that's being made. It's already that good.
Which is exactly my point. And that Tokyo shot, short of going to Tokyo and hiring a crew of videographers, maybe a video editor, maybe a colorist, booking flights to get there, the hotels, the meals, all of that is not as needed anymore. There's going to be a lot of jobs that will be eliminated, or at the very least, those incomes will be drastically reduced and the jobs will be concentrated into fewer jobs. We kind of already saw that happen with ChatGPT and the writer strike. I imagine we'll see more job postings like this one from Netflix when they wanted to find an AI platform manager and they offered them $900,000 per year. For the companies that can, I can see them consolidating, say, 20 of their jobs into fewer at a fraction of the cost. And the thing that's scary, without trying to fearmonger, because I don't know the answer, is that if you eliminate an entire industry of people, even if it's a small one, it can have ripple consequences on the entire global economy, with loss of employment, loss of productivity, lower profits potentially, supply chain problems, and the assets and loans of those people and who pays for them.
Its
if
legs
they
walk
can't.
weird, bitta.
Also, it's election year, and this technology has gotten so good that it's crossed the uncanny valley.
Ads
In
will
other
no
words,
longer
the
need
people in
actors
these
or cameramen,
AI videos
hippie
look real, especially to people who might not be looking for or even be aware of what AI can do already. And the thing that's shocking that we have to keep in mind is that this technology is getting better and better, faster and faster. Again, remember, this is where we were less than a year ago. Now, there are a couple good things that I can see coming from this technology, and one of them is fan-made recreations of alternate endings for their favorite shows, because I think some of them do need it. I imagine this will open up a floodgate of new content creators on social media. Who knows, we might even see the first AI-generated person who people don't even know is not a real person. Like, I could be AI-generated, you don't know. Your mind would be blown. All I'm saying is, you've never seen me and Sora in the same room. The good news is, for now, they do have safeguards in place. Like, for example, the watermark in the bottom right-hand corner, which for now is how you can tell it was AI generated, but someone can also easily just crop that out. They're also keeping this technology only open to the, quote, red teamers, or the group of testers who are working to refine it, because right now it's not perfect. If you look close enough at any of the shots, you'll notice that something is off. It's very small, though, and you have to look really, really close. Like, for example, one of my favorites is this shot of the dogs playing in the snow. It's probably one of the best I've seen on their website. At first glance, you probably didn't notice what just happened. I know I didn't, but if you look close enough, you'll see that the gravity reverses and the snow sort of falls upward for a split second. Also, the Gold Rush California scene, right in the beginning, there's a horse that just copperfields and vanishes from the left side of the frame. Sometimes it's just super subtle like that, and all the clips have something in them if you play them frame by frame, and other times it's a lot more obvious. Like, for example, these red pandas in the petri dish, which only have 2 legs for some reason. Or these multiplying wolves, which shouldn't be doing that. There's trouble with accuracy when it comes to multiples of things. The good news is, if you look close enough, you'll notice something. But it is good enough to be used creatively, and I imagine in some cases, dangerously. But also, remember, it's only going to get better from here. Or maybe worse. Well, I guess it's better for some people, and worse for the people that make videos for a living. Hey, wait a minute. I'm a Blake employee. I'd love to know your thoughts about what you think all of this means if there's entire industries that we might not need. Now, I don't think that AI is going to be the end of us, but if it is, we'll get some really great shows and movies out of it, and I'm really looking forward to that. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to grab your free stocks. Links are down below, and then go track.
He didn't do any magic because he sucks. No magic, bruh. No magic, bruh. I feel so connected, Joe Scott. This should be fun.
Stupid. Insanely overpriced. Not the future. Nothing more than a luxury bauble that will appeal to a few gadget freaks. These are all things said by Apple's critics about the iPhone in 2007. It was a gimmicky, bloated, overpriced toy that didn't even have any buttons. Ridiculous. But then the iPhone went on to change the world, popularizing smartphones and changing the way we live our very lives. Does the Vision Pro have the same potential? Could this be a pivot point in technology? To get the answer, I bought a Vision Pro to find out for myself. And the future looks red.
He says red 1 week earlier.
Yes, I got one. And that is actually not something I normally do. I'm not a big early adopter kind of person on technology for the most part. I did not get the first iPhone. I didn't get the first smartwatch, Apple Watch. So why did I spend the money to get this thing? Hey, I just wanted to chime in and say that I'm aware that the sound in this segment is kind of terrible. We had like an hour in the studio and we didn't check the recording level, so it's peaking all over the place. I'm sorry, I should be more professional than this, but anyway, this is what we got, so here you go. So I've talked a lot on my channel about like what's going to be the next thing that takes the place of the smartphone. What is going to take over, technology and the way we interact with the world in the same way that the smartphone did. And I've been saying for a while, I think it's smart glasses. Now, I don't think this is the final thing. This is not the smart glasses that we're looking for. These are not the smart glasses you're looking for. So I'm going to unbox this. I am not an unboxer. I don't do unboxing videos, and many other people have done better jobs at this already. I can point out Marcus Brownlee just right off the top of my head. But let me take this out, and then we'll take a look at it. I'll try.
Well, you've got the box sitting sideways for one thing, dude.
2 days playing with it, and I'll give you my full impressions. But first, I'm going to get it out of the box. Apple's packaging was immaculate as always, but we got through it and in no time had it ready to put on. I tried it on without the cord at first just to see if I could get the fit right, and then, looking at you, camera, it was time to plug it in. So I think you have to like put it on and twist it. Do it for the camera here. Did it the wrong way?
He's having a hard time. That's like bullshit. I hate re-engineers, dude.
Oh, there we go.
God, 5 minutes it took him to do that.
So I'm seeing a little graphical version of this in front of me, and it's telling me to press and hold this. And I think it actually physically moves the lenses inside to match my eyes.
I'd be throwing up right now.
To align.
I'd already be throwing
Okay,
up.
so there was a lot of setup that was required, just like if you were setting up a new computer. Like, basically, if you've ever gotten a new iPad, it's like that, but, you know, floating in front of you. And it does some eye calibrations. The point is, this went on for a while, and I couldn't record what I was seeing. So instead of you just watching me poke at the air for the next 30 minutes, let's just jump to the dinosaurs.
Oh, little baby dinosaur. Well, there's a little cute little baby dinosaur right there. Can I interact with the little dinosaur? It looks like he wants me to come over to it. You know, bite my finger? It's sniffing me. Uh-oh. Something loud. Oh, it just slipped out the rock to part of the baby dinosaur. Oh, here we go. Here's a big bad guy.
Cover Dinosaurs is a little immersive experience that's on there just to basically make you say, wow. And you've probably seen shots like this in plenty of other videos, and it's because you can actually screen record it, unlike some other immersive
That's
content out there.
hilarious,
It's
dude.
also a smart marketing move because people are sharing footage of it all over the place. And while, yes, dinosaurs are cool, what really got me was the way it interacts with your surroundings. Text hovers in front of the wall and casts shadows on the wall behind it. The screen lays flat against the wall and even wraps around the corner of the room. It's not just a big flat screen hovering in front of me, it's embedded into the environment. Speaking of environments, you also have the option of no room whatsoever. When you turn the crown, you can get immersed completely in a landscape of your choice, including the moon. This is
Dude, so he was able to actually see his room, right? That's his place right there. Like he's ho. Hey now.
on there just to basically make you say, wow. And you've probably seen shots like this in plenty of other videos, and it's because you can actually screen record it, unlike some other immersive.
Yeah, that's his house.
It's also a smart marketing move because people are sharing footage of it all over the place. And while, yes, dinosaurs are cool, what really got me was the way it interacts with your surroundings. Text hovers in front of the wall and casts shadows on the wall behind it. The screen lays flat against the wall and even wraps around the corner of the room. It's not just a big flat screen hovering in front of me, it's embedded into the environment.
Somebody was telling me
Speaking of
about this.
environments, you also have the
Somebody was
option
watching
of
this
no
show
room
on one of
whatsoever.
these.
When you turn the crown, you can get immersed completely in a landscape of your choice.
Dude, we were live the other night, and somebody's like, Nay, I'm watching you on virtual reality headset right now on a giant screen. And I was like, how big is the screen? I was like, is it like a movie theater? And they were like, it's like, I think they were like, it's like a 100-inch screen or something. It's like, you know, the size of their wall or something. I think that was it. I think they were watching that.
Including the moon. This is cool, but I did find myself using pass-through mode most of the time. And the fact that the Vision Pro effortlessly connects with your MacBook means that you can easily enter one of these environments and get work done, cut out distractions, which I'm especially prone to. So, yeah, I mean, I could see how this could actually be a productivity tool. But that's only if the device is comfortable enough to wear for long periods of time. So, let's look at how much this thing weighs.
Okay, I wanted to get an idea of how heavy each of these headsets are because I've used this Quest 2 for a long time. Now, this is not the newest one. This is the Quest 2, not the Quest 3. But it has this extra, this is like, not a third party, but it's like an extra fancy head strap on here. It does add a little bit of weight, but probably not as much as this one. But I wanted to see, so let's look at this. So the weight of this with everything is 640 grams. The weight of the Apple Vision Pro
Oh, not much difference.
is 624 grams. So it's actually a little bit lighter than this one.
The set does come with a dual band strap that goes over the top of your head, more like a traditional VR headset. And like a lot of other reviewers have said, it does take a little pressure off your face, and I think is a little more comfortable for long-term use. But if you're just going to be hopping on it for a few minutes, the single band strap is fine.
So people
And I
really
haven't had a
can
chance to use
drive
it working this
cars.
thing.
See,
I've seen other
I
people
was
set up
like,
elaborate workspaces with like a
how are people driving cars with these things on? And now I see, you can see through them. They're transparent. You can literally, it's like wearing sunglasses. It's like, I had sunglasses on over there. It's like you got sunglasses on. But you can see. It's fucking weird. I didn't know that.
11 apps floating around. I just find that way too distracting. And working in a totally immersive environment isn't great either because it covers out the keyboard. Luckily, I'm a touch typist, but I hope that's something they can fix in a software update. I don't see why they couldn't. I did find it helpful doing things like Photoshop on my MacBook because I'm always so screen limited on my laptop, but with this I can make the screen as large as I want. Just way more space to work with. It was like my screen was connected to a display that I could make as big or small as I want, place it anywhere I want. And I mean, if you think about like how much a monitor like that would cost, you can almost justify the price of this thing. Almost. Ultimately though, even with the dual band strap, there comes a point to me where the discomfort outweighs the convenience, and I just have to take it off. Of course, if you're going to spend a lot of time in this thing, you need to have some kind of connection to the outside world, and that's why Apple created personas. Now, if you've seen any other reviews of this device, you've seen how weird these things look, and, well, here's mine. Okay, so I can see my hands are kind of floating in space. I can't see below, like, my wrist. This does not... I feel like the software has been scientifically calibrated to find uncanny valley. Because it's not that it doesn't look like me, it looks a lot like me. I just look, like, embalmed.
Weird.
Like I know what my open casket would look like now, and that's a great thing.
You look like Jesse from
Now, to be
Breaking
fair,
Bad,
it
all
must be a
grown
camera
up.
thing. Like for example, I took this video of my producer Damien, and it made him look like a troll that lives under a bridge, when in reality he's a troll that lives in a house.
Look at the dog humping the.
Let's talk games. There's not many. The one that they're pushing the most is called Synth Riders, which I couldn't record actual gameplay of, but it's kind of their version.
Frenchies, huh?
Which is not available. Beat Saber's better, in my opinion.
Frenchies
But
are dirty
coming
little
from the
humpers.
Quest 2, that platform has hundreds of games. You'll never run out of games on that. So this is kind of a letdown right now, but I'm sure the selection will grow over time. I mean, Quest platform's been around for several years now, whereas this one is like 2 weeks old, so I'm sure it'll get better. So when you're playing back videos, you can watch it in a screen like this, or if you go up to that actually, I wonder if I can just hit it. Go to the panorama thing. Boom. Okay, that's the immersive link. Oh wow, that is. Oh, they weren't kidding. This is very disorienting.
What the
I
hell?
found the spatial video capture and playback to be surprisingly cool. It made me wonder if we might see a boon in spatial or 3D content. Like there's a whole lot of YouTube channels that I watch where people do walking tours of various places, just kind of have it on in the background.
Bezel.
I could totally see this being a new way to experience it.
Blazer
I'll also say that
Man!
the only time I ever got motion sick in this thing was when I played back a spatial video.
You're so grow. Yeah, I'm growing all kinds of stuff out here.
It really messed me up for a second. Wow, this is trippy. But ultimately, I wanted to know if this could work the way I envisioned.
I got a whole field behind
adding
me.
Like a digital layer to reality. And I've got to say, this is where I was the most impressed. When you put these goggles on, you can put apps and screens up all over your house. And no matter where you go, they're still there when you get back. So I did a little demonstration in the kitchen where I could put a music player on the wall, a recipe book that walks you through the recipe step by step, and then timers that hover over things when you're cooking so you don't miss anything. And if I want to pull up a YouTube video while that's going on, I can just throw it up on the door. And of course the sound always comes from that direction, from that screen, a screen that casts shadows on the wall. Again, the way they have the screens interact with the environment is maybe the coolest thing about it. All of it looks and feels like it's really there. Oh, and one other really cool thing about the apps around the house thing is that if you go upstairs, you can see through the floor where the apps are downstairs, which is kind of weird, but also, I don't know, it gives you an interesting spatial understanding of your house. Like that's where the back wall is downstairs. That's interesting. So far, my experience with the Vision Pro has been that it's cool, but I still haven't found the killer use case for it that'll keep me coming back. Not to say that I won't find it, but I will say that several times I've had the thought, hey, I should put on the headset, and then the very next thought was, and do what? Like on the Quest, there were games that I enjoyed playing that kept me coming back, and I don't know, maybe for this it'll be the spatial video, which Apple TV Plus has some really cool documentaries in spatial video. That might keep me coming back, or maybe I'll find just the right way to do work with it. But yeah, right now, I'm just not quite sure what that is. So the question that I keep seeing being asked, and it's a very fair question, is who is this for? Like, who is actually the audience for this thing? Outside of
Incels.
obviously YouTubers who can,
Incels.
make a video and write it off
It's
on their taxes.
a better.
Not
Yes.
at all what I'm doing right now. By the way, if this part sounds kind of hissy and echoey, it's because I lowered the recording volume of this mic for an interview and then forgot to raise it back up again, so it recorded way too low.
Again.
And I had to boost it back up again. It's basically the opposite of how I screwed it up in the studio earlier.
Look at what Bitcoin's doing, everybody.
I don't know why I'm not more professional in this at this point. I should know better. I don't know. I suck. I f***ing suck. Why do you people follow me? So, I mean, outside of the
Sounds like
audience,
me.
people who are enthusiasts about VR, which is actually a pretty, small category of people right now. I would say is this. This
It's
is
all
for
right here.
people
I got
who want to see
avocados,
the
bananas,
future.
oranges,
I know,
grapefruit,
all the apple
tangerines,
eaters are throwing it
limes,
It's not about Apple. Just
aloe.
Forget this. Forget about this.
I've
Think
got
about where things
these
are going.
mangrove orchids right here.
3 generations
I've got
ago.
hanging orchids.
Like I said, I am not a product
Another mangrove
reviewer,
orchid,
and
another mangrove
there's been
orchid.
So many product reviews of this so far.
Another
that I
mangrove
don't
orchid
know
right
what
there.
really I could add to it. So I'm just gonna point out the highlights.
I'm
and lowlights.
trimming this into
I'll
a
start
heart.
with the low light, and that is
Turning the
this
shrub into a
case
heart
guard
shape.
right here. It is only on there
Yeah.
with a magnetic strip. It pops right off. This is going to break so many of these things because when you first grab it, you got the nice shiny outside, you got the metal on the thing, and there's buttons up here, and you're trying to not press the buttons, and you're trying to not smudge, and so you wind up grabbing the obvious thing, but it will come right off immediately. It's happened multiple times. Okay, there you go. So when you get one of these, everybody who comes over, they're going to want to try it. It's going to be handed around. You have to tell them over and over and over again, hold it by the metal, because the second you hold on to this, you're basically Jonah Hill carrying coffee, except his coffee costs almost $4,000. One of the other little lowlights I might say is that I did try to order the Zeiss prescription lenses because I do have to wear readers. That's what these are. And my prescription has been rejected twice now so far. I still have not gotten my lenses. So I can't really perfectly attest to how clear the images are here. It's not bad, but it is still a little bit blurry, and I don't know if that's the device or if it's the fact that I don't have the Zeiss lenses yet. So the other thing that people keep saying, I'm just kind of like telling you what I've been seeing in their reviews, is how heavy this is. And it's heavy, and especially when it's sitting on your face, it feels a little bit heavy.
You wear your glasses under that?
It's kind of hard to wear after a while with this strap. It's kind of fine to just put it on and wear it for a minute. You can put it on your face pretty tight. It will eventually leave a giant ring around your face, absolutely, and it'll mess up your hair. So the eye and the hand tracking on this thing is actually really, really impressive. It's really cool. And it's very intuitive. It's surprisingly intuitive. You pick it up immediately. I did notice that I guess my eyes dart around a lot more than I thought they did because
It tracks your eye like Looker.
with where you look, which is an interesting thing. Like the way you look around the room and go throughout your life.
Dude, that movie Looker, where they had technology that would follow where your eyes were looking at, and they were making commercials and putting the product over where they knew your eyes were going to be. They called that the Looker, and then they had laser guns.
It's very subliminal. You don't really, not subliminal, subconscious. You don't think about it too much. But with this, you kind of really have to think about where you're looking, because where you're looking will change what's going on around you. My favorite thing in the moment when I was like, okay, I'm sold, this is where things are going, was when I realized that you can put up a screen in the kitchen and walk back to the living room and you can just put screens and apps all over your house wherever you want them, and they stay there as you move around and you do things. You take it off, you put it back on, they're still there. Again, not that you're walking around in this thing all day long, but in the future, when the form factor is something more like this is the recurring theme of this video. This is just basically a peek inside the crystal ball of what is going to be waiting for us in the future. So having said that, my biggest concern when buying this was that the same thing would happen with this that happened with my Quest 2. I would put it in a drawer and forget about it for months on end, and then remember it, get it back out, go play some mini golf. There was a game called Walkabout Mini Golf that was a lot of fun. That's my concern, is that I would buy this, think it was kind of fun, think it was kind of cool, and then it would wind up in a drawer somewhere. That's still a possibility. But I will say, again, the ability to connect to the computer and have the windows come up. I know that the newest version of the Quest can do that. My old one could not do that, so this is a revelation for me. I could actually see getting some usefulness out of it. But on that note, I've seen a lot of comments that the new Quest 3 that came out in October, about the same time that they announced this, Meta released their Quest 3. I've seen so many people say that the Quest 3
Implanted Blazer Man? No, I haven't.
Now, I've also seen reviews from people.
No, they make the inner lenses your
who use the
prescription.
Quest 3
Oh,
and
really?
this one, and Brave will point out that this is better.
You can make your
than
eyes
this in
project to the
ways, but according to one of
lens.
the about
They're your
70%
eyes,
of
and
what
they'll
you can
stay
do
when you
with
take
Meta
them
Quest
off,
3.
and your own
In
eyes
fact,
will
I would-
stare
I would
at
go as
you.
far- here's
It's
my-
Creep Show
here's my
Central,
bold claim.
Billy.
I think that Meta and the Quest 3, I think that they're going to benefit from the launch of the Apple Vision Pro more than anybody, because there's a lot of people that are going to be hearing about this constant marketing that's around this thing, including what I'm doing right now. I'll be honest. They're going to see all that, and they're going to think that looks amazing. I would like to see what that's all about, but I'm not going to spend $3,500, $4,000 on a headset. Fair
Fuck
enough.
no.
Well, here's this
Hell
one
no.
from Meta that's $500 that does a lot of the same things. I think a lot of people are going to go try out the Meta Quest 3 to see what it's all about. Also, another thing that I'm gonna like say that this is going to benefit Meta a surprising amount. Meta came out with this whole metaverse thing that was kind of laughed at. I think rightfully so for a lot of the things that they were saying. But this is sort of starting to prove out what that can be. This is starting to show what that layer of reality on top of regular reality could look like. But again, what's exciting about this is not this. Forget about this and think about what this is proving out. This is not the thing that's going to change the world. This is the crystal ball that gives us a glimpse of the future and what it could look like with smart glasses. I'm not the first person to say this, but this is the worst this will ever be. I think that the third or fifth generation of this is the thing that's going to set the world on fire, which was true of the iPhone as well. When they figure out how to do regular glasses in this sort of form factor, maybe the same form factor as the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses that I'm starting to see all over the place. When they can get those to do what this thing does, that will be the game changer. And we have a long way to go before something this size could do everything that this thing is doing. But I will say, couldn't help but notice that one of the big splashy things that got all the attention at CES this last month, was transparent TV screens. And when I saw that, I thought that's kind of like, why would you want a transparent TV screen? Because you got the wall right behind it. What's even the point of that? Well, the point of a transparent screen, in my mind, is being able to do something like this. Having transparent lenses that you could see through, but could also put things in front of you. Now, I know that there's a lot more in the terms of the optics so that you can, get everything because it's so close to your eye than that. But that technology is progressing. It's going to continue to progress. But my prediction, my Joe Stradamus prediction, get used to the cable. Get used to the cable. The biggest challenge to getting something down to the form factor of something that you could just wear every day and not think about, something that's not a big strapped thing to your face that's heavy and hurts. When it gets down to something like that, or like the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses like I was talking about, the biggest problem is battery storage. Like, how do you get something like that that lasts more than a couple of hours? How do you get something like that that can last all day long? I think the only way you can do it is with an external battery of some kind. And hopefully, in the future, the cables won't be quite as big and thick and robust as this. It might be more like when we all walked around with iPods and we had the wired earbuds that would go down, into your pocket. It would be like that, except the wires would be coming out of the back of the glasses into your pocket. And instead of just you hearing music, it would create an entire layer of reality.
VR
on top
contact
of your
lenses.
reality. So yeah, that's my prediction. I don't think this is going away.
What is happening here?
So I really don't know how much I'm going to keep using this going forward. Obviously, I'm really excited to see what developers come up with and what new apps come out and new things. I do think it is useful in terms of being able to take a
He's
small
so fucking funny, man.
Pro screen and making it really big in the room. I could definitely.
Oh my God.
If it's,
We're
I can
on
get it
a hawk.
comfortable,
There's a
I
hawk.
think I could see myself doing work that way.
There's a
I
hawk
will
right
say,
here.
though, a lot of times when, and it's not just Apple, but a lot of companies when they talk about VR and metaverse and stuff like that, they talk about it in terms of connection. It's an immersive kind of connection. But I will say with this, it's the opposite. I mean, I really do feel like I'm closed off from the rest of the world. You're literally looking at the world through goggles. It's like if you're wearing scuba gear or something like that. You're kind of in your own little self-contained world, which to me is the opposite of connection. So I will just say, like, if this is something you're curious about and you want to see how all this works, obviously you can just go to an Apple store and test it out for yourself. If you have some extra money laying around, sure, get one. I can recommend it. They're a lot of fun. It's interesting, and again, I think it's just for me a chance to sort of see where things are going to be going in the future. Now, if you don't have as much as your first car laying around and money, yeah, I highly recommend checking out the Quest 3. I personally haven't used it, but the Quest 2 was a lot of fun. But
I opened the
it's a
door
good
and the
starting
cat jumped
point
up there
if
and
you've
scared the
never done
hawk
this kind of
away.
thing before. And if you're not curious about it at all, I would just say wait 3 to 5 years, and you will probably be pulled kicking and screaming into this new paradigm, just like you probably were when smartphones came along. It probably won't be the last time. But one thing you won't have to be dragged kicking and screaming toward is the delicious meals that you'll
Okay, so I'm going to go outside, and I've got some of these mangrove orchids I need to split in half and retransplant. Wish me luck on those, that they have roots at the bottom when I cut them off. And that I can find good places for them, because I'm running out of places to put them, man. So they're going to be everywhere. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you on the next show. And remember, come on over to the Rumble. Come on over to the Rumble. And yeah, follow me over there. Give me a thumbs up. Yes, thank you for the thumbs ups over there, guys. And follow me on Twitter at Nay's Garden on Twitter. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Peace. I'm serious about coming on over to Twitter. Come on over to Twitter and start retweeting me, guys. I'll see you over there. I'll put some cool shit up. Maybe I'll put some mangrove orchid videos up on my Twitter feed.